Good Friday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the video forecast discussion for Friday, the 4th of April, 2014. One disturbance is moving through the region this morning, spotting a little bit of spotty rain showers across the region. Temperatures range from the upper 30s, like High Point Monument here, and also out in Pennsylvania at Mount Pocono, 37 degrees this morning. And other temperatures are in the upper 30s to the low and mid 40s. It's pretty uniform across the region. We have temperatures this morning at Newark at 44 degrees, and in New York City, also at Central Park or just outside of Central Park, it's about 43 degrees this morning as well. Surface image this morning showing plenty of clouds, and the winds are basically out of the east now, as warm air, cooler air, marine air from the ocean has really influenced the atmosphere here with low-level moisture. We have some light spotty rain, a little bit of fog too in the Poconos, some light spotty rain and some drizzle across the region. Pretty uniform temperatures as a result of the marine air mass in place north of the warm front this morning. Morning surface weather map from weatheroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the wavery warm front here. Tended to low pressure deepening across the Great Lakes region this morning, dragging a cold front through the upper Midwest. There's lines of bowing here with heavier rain showers and even some thunderstorms across the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley, parts of the Ohio River Valley as well. This warm front will probably not make its way much through the Delmarva region or southern New Jersey by late this afternoon before the cold front occludes across the region, with some of this moisture here getting into the Delmarva, and a period of moderate to heavy rain could be falling later this afternoon through the evening hours as the front occludes across the region, and a little bit of a triple low develops right along the coast, enhancing some of the rainfall and even perhaps a low top thunderstorm. Morning visible image of the satellite shows the cloud cover and enhancement to some of the cloud cover this morning, with some pockets of moderate rain falling just to our west in the showers. Plenty of lifting going on through the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley here. This is indicative of some strong clusters of thunderstorms and some very heavy rain falling across portions of Kentucky and Tennessee this morning too. The warm front is well to our south. Here's one spoke of moisture that is exiting the southern New England coast this morning. And in the marine air mass, it's left with low clouds, fog, and drizzle throughout much of the day. And also parallel to this would be somewhat of a flow that enhances the precipitation across the region later this evening as the warm front coincides with the occluded front. This precipitation back to our west right now across the Tennessee, Ohio, and Mississippi River Valley will be heading in our direction as the low begins to occlude through the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River Valley into Canada and drags that cold front, and also the warm front and triple point low right towards our region late this afternoon and tonight. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have a flood warning, which is in effect across this region here. Apparently, we're having a little bit of a problem with this. And this flood warning here is for basically the Pawcatuck River at Wood River Junction, affecting Washington County, at Westerly, affecting New London and Washington counties. It's a consequence of the several inches of rain that fell last weekend, combined with snow melt. Rivers continue to gradually recede through at this present time do remain above flood stage. Meanwhile, we have small craft advisories here for the south shore of Connecticut and the north shore of Long Island until 6 a.m. on Saturday, the south shore and east ends of Long Island until 6 p.m. on Saturday, the back bays here into the New York Harbor until 6 a.m. on Saturday, and the shorelines of the New Jersey coast down to the mouth of the Chesapeake here until 6 p.m. on Saturday. Basically, what we're dealing with is a small craft advisory, obviously, and these would be for the ocean waters. We're going to have east winds at 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots and seas basically 2 to 4 feet. For the aviational weather deck right now, we've got some LIFR conditions, or MVFR conditions, to the south here over portions of southern New Jersey and the Delmarva this morning. Also a little bit of IFR with some rain. And we have some IFR conditions here in New Jersey as well. Right now it's VFR in Newark, but stations just to the north we have some fog this morning, and that fog is not that dense, but still the visibilities are being reduced down to about 8 miles in Allentown. We've got some fog reducing visibilities to about 3 miles in Morristown. Right now, outside of the fog this morning, we have basically VFR conditions. Temperature in Newark 44, The wind is out of the east at 7 knots. The visibility is 9 miles. There is some light rain in the region. We're expecting light rain again through the morning hours. And then a little bit of drizzle, light rain throughout the afternoon hours again. 4 miles and some moderate rain, or 2 miles and some moderate rain late this afternoon, right through this evening. And that rain could be coming down moderate to heavy at times. The winds will veer around from the southeast to the east at about 10 gust up to 18 knots in some of the squallier rain showers. And then from late tonight, the winds back around and become variable and back down to the west tomorrow morning. A little bit of leftover light drizzle or fog late this evening, and then the winds shift, and then skies begin to clear out with visibilities improving. Scattered clouds at about 2,500 feet tomorrow morning, improving to scattered during the afternoon, about 5,000 feet. It's going to be a gusty day tomorrow, but VFR conditions. Westerly winds at 18 gust up to 26 knots late tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. Philadelphia right now is in the VFR. Basically fair skies, fair weather too, 45 degrees. And the same kind of thing, moderate rain coming in late this afternoon and this evening. And then the winds shift around to the west with clearing skies, a few scattered clouds, a little bit of fog left over late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then the skies begin to break for a few to scattered clouds tomorrow afternoon, and breezy westerly winds with basically VFR conditions. 4-kilometer NAM Wharf composite reflectivity product from Penn State's eWall site from the NAM model. Shows the rain exiting the region this morning. A little light rain, drizzle, fog, reducing visibilities this morning. And then basically an east onshore flow this afternoon, upslope flow as well. The enhancement of the warm front remaining to our south, providing spokes of lifting across the region with light to moderate rain or drizzle across the region at times this morning. And then pockets of showers, maybe even a low top thunderstorm getting in here during late tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Most of the rainfall should be falling probably from late this afternoon through the evening hours, and most of the lifting will then lift further to the north and east as the cold front occludes, and most of the moisture being kept to the north and east of the region. The skies begin to break off on Saturday morning with scattered clouds, drier conditions across the region. We could have a few scattered clouds across the region during the afternoon, but pleasant conditions for your Saturday afternoon, clearing skies for Saturday night, and beautiful conditions on Sunday. Just absolutely beautiful seasonal temperatures and lots of bright blue sunshine. GFS maps into motion now. Warm front remains to our south. The low begins to deepen and occlude across the St. Lawrence River Valley. A very strong and dynamic system too, but it's weakening as it's occluding and moving to the north, so the convection then wanes down and waxes and wanes to moderate to heavy rainfall showers across the region. As that moves through, we have triple point low developing on the front late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That provides the enhancement for some pockets of moderate to heavy rain across the region. That lifts to the north and east. High pressure builds in across the Midwest and also into the mid-Atlantic coast states during the day. On Saturday, clears the skies out. Temperatures warm up into the 40s, to the 50s tomorrow, and again on Sunday with high pressure in control of our weather. It's just delightful. And that generally changes by the time we get into later Monday afternoon and Monday evening as low pressure once again develops across the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley, and this deepens again, once again, across just to the west of us, across the Ohio River Valley, drags a warm front and a cold front occluding through the region, and the rainfall then again increases with a triple point low developing on the front again late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, providing some additional pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall that could cause some localized urban flooding. No river flooding is forecasted at this time. That low then begins to deepen rapidly across southeastern Canada. We get into a westerly flow and windy conditions again on Wednesday with a couple of weak Fort Maxes and fronts moving through, but generally fair weather from, I would say, about Wednesday to Thursday. As high pressure begins to move off the coast, the winds become southwesterly and milder air will be in the offing for Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. Here comes another frontal boundary approaching the region late Thursday night into Friday. It begins to stall out, and we're finding the moisture again a limiting factor here with high pressure building across the upper the St. Lawrence River Valley into the northern New England states with generally fair weather. Could find a few spokes of energy cutting underneath or through the flow here, which provide a chance of a shower, but generally overall from midweek on it should be generally relatively dry. So that's a wrap for this week. You enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a beautiful one out there from Saturday and Sunday before the next week begins with a chance of rain again, Monday afternoon through early Tuesday morning. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Remember that some people are otherwise, but you are weatherwise. We'll be back bright and early in video form on Monday morning. Have a terrific weekend.